All right, welcome back to another video, guys. I'm excited for this one. So this is one of Fluval's new aquarium line for betas. So this is the 6-gallon beta tank from Fluval, and I've already pre-installed the tank, but we're gonna walk through kind of just like what are the features, as well as some of the things that I really like about this tank. So what I really like about this tank that Fluval did is that one, it's all in one. And I really, really like that because one of the things that I've noticed about betas can actually jump out of the tank. And I've had that issue before in the past. So it first comes with a lid, and this lid actually comes on to the tank just like this. And you can feed your beta just by opening up this lid, and then you can give him the food. So the lid I really like. Again, just clean, minimalistic, just very, very nice. And then you go here. This is the aquarium light. So the aquarium light just gets snapped on just like so. So this is the light. Apparently it's a really good light. I think it's full spectrum and it's touchscreen. So if you look here, you can like play here, touch, touch, touch. So it's touch sensitive. And apparently it's a really good light. So the light just gets clipped on just on the top over here. Like this. So it comes with the light. It comes with a sponge with some filter media. So you can add filter media right here. There's another section right here that you could also add some filter media in between here. I'm not sure if I'm going to add filter media this way. Personally, what I think I would do is I would just dump a bunch of the filter media in this column right here. And there's also kind of like a plastic thing right here. So I'm thinking just putting a bunch of filter media, just filling this out with filter media, and then just having the sponge sitting on top of the filter media, just like so. There's another filter that they give you. So this little guy here, just again to have the ecosystem, the tank, as natural as possible. And you can actually take this thing off and clean it. I wouldn't recommend taking it out of the plastic thing because I think you're gonna have a hard time putting it back. But I guess you can buy individual packets of these and then replace them. So this goes right in this chamber right here in the back. And then they have a really, really nice filter. Sorry, not filter, heater. So they have a heater that comes with the tank. And this heater is regulated. So basically, if you set your heater, I think the heater, actually, no, I think it's there's a preset already. So I think it only goes up to 76 degrees. Or maybe I could be wrong, but I think it's like preset. You can't control the heat, but it is preset to betas. All I know is I think it's between 76 and 80. So this goes in the back over here. And then what's really, really nice about this tank is that if you look at the very back over here, there's this kind of this hose. So basically what this is what's going to be pushing the water around, right? So you got the pump. The pump goes in here. And one of the features they did, they put rubber here on the pump because I think on the other aquarium lines, people were complaining about the pump making a lot of noise. So I think it kind of suppresses that noise, like the vibration, right? And so this goes in the bottom like this. And then there's another sponge right here. And what this sponge does is that, again, it kind of filters your tank so debris don't go back in your tank, which I really like. And also, I'm thinking that if you have shrimps in this tank, the shrimp won't be able to go in the filter or in this section of this tank, because the sponge will be blocking them from doing that, which is really, really neat. And I think the feature that I love the most about this tank is that this thing right here, you can actually turn it, and then when you do water change, you can put your bucket on the side over here, and the water will drain in the bucket just by doing this. So it's a very nice feature that Fluval added to this aquarium line, which makes water change really, really simple for those that are, AKA, you want to call them lazy. But at the end of the day, I think we all use a gravel vac to clean our tanks. But I just think that this is a very, very, very nice feature for this tank. So according to the box, this tank is 12-inch of width, 17-inch height, and 11-inch long. So the tank is 12-inch width, 12-inch length, 11-inch width, and a 17-inch height. So it's a really nice tank, like, to be honest, to also do some aquascaping. You still have enough space to do aquascaping because it's not too I would say, how can I call it? It's not too short in terms of the height. So you can still do some stuff. A lot of problems with all-in-one aquariums is the back chamber here. A lot of people say it takes a lot of space to do aquascaping, but this is very, very neat. And I think this is enough space to do aquascaping. So I'll be setting this tank up in the next few weeks, and I'll keep you guys updated in terms of like how the tank is doing, how the ecosystem is doing. But I'm just waiting right now for a CO2 tank, because I want to blast some CO2 in this tank before I start growing this carpet. But again, thank you, Fluval, for sending me this tank, and I really, really, really like this feature of this tank, just this clean, minimalistic look. The lid on top, so the fish can't escape. If you guys know, in the past, I had a betta fish and it escaped the tank. It actually jumped out of the tank. I don't even know how it did it. So I really, really like this feature. And also, summer's coming now, and this is going to keep the humidity in the tank, which I really, really like, because as you guys know, for those who have fish tanks, in the summertime, humidity gets crazy in your room. If you don't have a lid, it helps kind of decreasing that humidity. But yeah, I think this is a really, really nice tank. I also like the leg feature on this tank. It's just like small details that they did. If I had to critique, I would have recommended maybe putting some type of rubber on these legs so the tank wouldn't slide on your cabinet. I think that can be a little bit dangerous. But other than that, I think this is a really, really nice tank. I will say though, with these plastic legs, again, I think it is pretty stable, but I would still like these legs to be flat, just flat onto the ground. I'm not sure if I can remove these legs. Like, maybe there's a way to remove these, but I would personally like to have this just flat on the ground. Just again, it's just like a safety thing, right? Just having this kind of just floating, it does worry me a little bit. But I think the tank is very, very well built. So anyways, that's it for me for today. I will show you guys something real quick though, some exciting stuff that I've been working on for my other tank. One sec here. I'll take you guys with me. I gotta put the light on my aquarium. Sorry, the house is a little bit of a mess, but I know the TikTok community already knows about this. But yesterday I've been working very, very hard on my main tank for Roblox. Again, it's not something that me and Tyler are very set on. But yeah, I did some changes to this tank. And I guess if you guys want to know, we are thinking of getting another pufferfish. Why? Well, the TikTok community has been asking for baby John pork. So you guys can see Roblox, he's right here. Right, me just do this here. So here is Roblox. Hello. So what I've done here, so I picked up on Facebook Marketplace another canister filter. So right now, sorry, the cords are a little bit messy, but trust me, it will look way better once the final product is done. So I basically I'll put the light in here, actually. So I basically put my, this panel thing here to connect all the stuff in here, basically. And I really like this. It's cleaner. I'm going to clean it up. Again, there are some cords that are coming out just because I need to get another one just to keep it outside. But before, I used to have everything on the outside skirt here, and it was a mess. And what I'm going to do is basically I bought another always Thermomaster. I actually got the new one, and I got it for $200 on Facebook Marketplace, and it actually retails about for $500. And I got a deal and a half. So I got the Thermo Always 350, and this is the Always 600. And I'm gonna put it on this side. The reason for that is because when I used to have 2 pufferfish in this tank, I got a lot of feedback, good feedback from the community, and they said that, well, you got to be careful because you don't want the fish to, slip under, blah, blah, blah. Yes, true. But one of the biggest thing that wasn't working for me was the water circulation. So what I did was I took drills and I drilled holes on the side of the tank or the cabinet. And this one I messed up, look. This one I did a really good job, but this one I messed up. But basically, I'm going to have a canister filter, tubes are going to come out, and there's going to be water circulation on both sides of the tank, or basically both sides of the divider. And what that's going to do is going to keep the tank really, really clean. I'm not going to have to stress about bad water circulation. So basically, you're going to have your inlet pipe like this, inlet pipe in the back over there, outlet pipe in the back here, and outlet pipe here. So you're still getting that constant water circulation on both sides, and the tank is being filtered because, as you guys know, I like to keep my tank very, very clean. Yeah, tank is looking really nice. You can see some red tiger lotus are growing on the floor here, and I always get questioned like, how are your red tiger lotus growing so well without CO2? Well, the trick to that is iron, my friends. You got to use iron and a good all-in-one fertilizer. That's it. But yeah, we're not going to talk too much about the plans for this tank. I just want to give you guys a quick update, but things are coming along. I will probably try to fix this here. At first I was like, okay, maybe I use like a jigsaw and I like make a square. But honestly, I feel like I shouldn't be touching it too much. It's not really that big of a deal. Like, again, this one is obviously nice and smooth, but that's kind of the update, guys. We also set up in the back here from Fluval, shout out Fluval, the UVC inline clarifier. So I set that up in the back here because, again, this is going to go from the info. Yeah, this is going to be going from the pipe that sucks in water. So I wanted this to obviously clarify my my water. And again, this is not something that you put on 24/7. It's just like you connect it once in a while when you do heavy water change, or if you add sand to your tank. So this will be really nice once I add sand, because I will be adding some sand in this tank. So I will be adding red sand on one side, and then we're going to keep the dark gray on this side, which I think I'm going to keep the dark gray for Roblox and then the red sand for Baby John Pork. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.